Cereal, the most important meal of the day. I fucking love cereal. I eat it every day, not only for breakfast, but also maybe sometimes for dinner. But the point is, I'm a fat piece of shit. I love cereal. I love food. Uh, I love it so much that I'm going to do a little tier list of my favorite cereals. So, without further ado, without wasting any time, let's get started. Okay, starting off the list, we have Cheerios. Now, Cheerios is in a middle cereal. Like, it's nothing good, nothing bad. It's just alright. Nothing very, you know, special about them. So I'm sure to give them a little C tier. They're alright in the middle. Okay, continuing on, we have Honey Nut Cheerios, which I actually really like. I liked them when I was little, eating them with my mom and my family around in the morning, watching TV, like the news and shit. So I'm gonna put them at A tier. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have not tried the other like Cheerio cereals, like this is apple cinnamon. I have not tried that, so I'm gonna put it F. Frosted, I'm gonna put it in F, and then chocolate, I have also not had, so I'm also putting them at F as well. Special K, in my opinion, I think they're fine. They're in the same ballpark as Cheerios. And speaking of that, let's find these other ones. Chocolate right here. I don't care about them. I tried them once. They were fine. I'm gonna leave them at C tier. Honey Bunches of Oats is actually really good. Like it's one of my favorite cereals. Like it's not like in with the others that I'm gonna rank on this list, but right, it's also going to be my first S tier. I don't care what anyone says. These are actually really, really good. Now, right here is one of the many childhood favorites of mine, Cocoa Pebbles. I really enjoyed eating them. Same thing with Fruity Pebbles, which we'll get to in a sec. And they're one of my favorite cereals to drink with milk, but not my personal favorite. So I'm going to put them at A tier. Like I said with Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles is also another one of my favorites, but I prefer it over the Cocoa Pebbles because I have more nostalgia with the Fruity Pebbles, so I'm going to put them at S tier. Cocoa Pebbles. I've had them a couple times. They're pretty good. They're not better than Cocoa Pebbles, but they're still pretty good. I'm going to give them B. Now we get to a very controversial cereal, Raisin Bran. Uh, I've had it a couple times. It wasn't good. It's not good, but it's not the worst thing ever, so I'm just going to give it E tier. Motherfucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I don't care what anybody says. This is without a doubt the greatest cereal ever made. The fucking cinnamon, the milk with the cinnamon, and when you finish the cereal, you have that milk, which is fucking crack and cocaine. I don't care what anybody says. This is, if I were to add a tier above S tier, make it God tier, Cinnamon Toast Crunch would be number one, the best definitive cereal of all time. Fuck you, I don't give a shit. Alright, next up we have Apple Jacks. They are a very decent cereal. They're not better than Fruit Loops, but in my opinion, they're still pretty good. Give them a B tier. Now it's time for Trix. In my opinion, they're good. They're on the same level as Cocoa Puffs and Apple Jacks, so I'm going to give them a B tier. Here comes another one of my childhood favorites. We have Reese's Puffs. They are like head to head with Cinnamon Toast Crunch being one of my favorites of all time. Cinnamon Toast Crunch beats it by a mile, even though it's still really close, but they're like really close with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm going to give it an S tier. Now we're going to move on to some cereals that I've had once and like I don't like. So we're gonna put Corn Flakes F. I don't know what the fuck Rainberry is, so I'm just gonna give it an F as well. Wheaties, I've actually never had Wheaties, so I'm gonna also give it F. And let's see, we also have what the fuck is that? It's oatmeal squares. I've actually never had them, so I'm also gonna give them an F. Sorry, Quaker mascot, you look fucking hot, but I've never tried your cereal. I have had your oatmeal, but not your cereal, so I'm gonna give it an F. Captain Crunch is a very good cereal. I've never had a problem with any of the flavors except for one, which we'll get to in a sec. We have Crunch Berries, very good S tier, except for when I eat Captain Crunch and the roof of my mouth is filled with fucking glass. Same thing with regular Captain Crunch. Oops, all berries. Yeah, F tier. Fuck you. Then we have. I think there's one more. Is there one more? Yeah, peanut butter. Not better than Reese's, but still pretty good. I'm gonna give them an A tier. I feel like nobody talks about Pops besides commercials, but as a cereal on its own, it's very decent. I'm gonna give it a C tier. Now we are going to move on to what is my most controversial take: Rice Krispies. I think these are an S tier. Like, I don't know about it. I don't know what. It's not the gimmick of the snap crackle, but I think they just taste really good. Now, like on its own, not with sugar, it's very, very great. Speaking of the fucking Rice Krispies, let's talk about Cocoa Krispies. They're not better than Cocoa Pebbles, but like they're still pretty good. I'm gonna give them B. I've never had Frosted Krispies, but I know they taste like shit, so I'm gonna give them a F tier. Kix are a very ineffective cereal. My nephew eats them. I'm just gonna give them a D tier because they're not really my cup of tea. I have never had O's. If anyone has had O's, let me know in the comments if they're good or not. But for me, I have not tried them, so I'm gonna give them an F. Sorry. And surprisingly, I have never had French Toast Crunch. They've really they don't have them where I am, so I'm just gonna give them an F tier. I'm sorry if you guys have had them. Let me know how they are in the comments. But for me, I've not tried them. Here comes another favorite of mine, Crave. I know this basically is not like a cereal; it's candy, but I don't give a fuck. I love Crave, with or without milk. They're also really good, like in the fucking bowl, leaving them. They're also really good, so I'm gonna give them an S here. Bye. Now we have Count Chocula. I really like this cereal. It's a better version of Lucky Charms, which we'll get to in a sec. I'm gonna give them an S here. Count Chocula is a goat. Lucky Charms. It's a very good cereal. Of course, you have the brown pieces, which are terrible, but fucking the marshmallows really make up for it. I'm gonna give it an A tier. Cookie Crisp. It's cookies for breakfast. It's fucking terrible. I've never liked them. I'm gonna give them an E tier. I've never had the fucking Eggo waffle cereal. I don't know what it tastes like. We've never had it here either, so I'm gonna just put an F tier. Sorry, guys. Frosted Mini Wheats is actually pretty good. Most people don't like them, but I actually really like them. I'm gonna give them an A tier. Now we get to the really good shit with Golden Grahams. Amazing cereal, immaculate. It really gives the vibe of s'mores and very much graham cracker cereal. It's really great. I'm gonna give it an A tier. I've had honeycomb a couple times in my life. They're pretty decent, not something to run home about, but they're still pretty good. I'm gonna give them a C tier. Fruit Loops. In my opinion, they're alright. They're good. They're not better than Fruity Pebbles, but they're still pretty good. I'm gonna give them a B tier. I have never heard of Quisp. Same thing with the other cereals on F tier. I've never had them, so I'm gonna put them in F tier. I've never heard of it. This one's gonna be very sad because they've recently discontinued Oreo O's and replaced it with a shitty Oreo cereal, Puff, whatever fuck. Oreo O's were immaculate, very good. I'm gonna give them an S tier. Now there's a very important reason why I left Frosted Flakes for last. It is because it is like third of my favorite cereal of all time. It's a very nostalgic cereal for me. I also really love Tony the Tiger, one of my favorite mascots. I'm gonna give fucking Frosted Flakes S tier. There is also another reason why I put it at S tier. Roll the footage. What you're about to see is an intense love story between me and Chad James. Also, yes, this is for the end of the video. And roll the footage.
So, Flaming Kitty, thank you so much for posting that in the chat. I had actually skimmed through this commercial, and it didn't seem like it had anything. I did not watch the very end. Brian, if you could show the very end of this commercial, this seems like it might be worth exploring. So this is another supercharged moment. We know he has super strength because he was able to pull those two trees together. He can also do this.
Did he kick a ball around the world?
Oh.
What's really interesting is that
He kicks it to the moon and back, and then it goes into orbit.
Okay.
Here comes the vote. Oh my gosh, this has been crazy.
You're all fucking insane! insane. 53% Captain Crunch doesn't go on. Are you kidding me? This
Goes
is
to Tony.
absolute madness. What the absolute fuck?
This is amazing.
I am in such fucking disbelief. I can't even articulate the correct words. The moon feed is fucking nothing. Captain Crunch can fly to space whenever the fuck he wants. I told you. I can't. This is the worst shit ever. I am furious. You all let me down. And Liam, fuck you. Twitter, also, hey, right here, Twitter. That was the worst shit. I can't even
I
fucking
didn't even have anything to do with Twitter
throw
or
in shit.
chat. There wasn't
I
even
barely even had an argument for Tony. I was like, I
know!
can like do gadgets and
convinced
shit.
me.
That was amazing.
You kept saying like he can make cereal out of nothing, and therefore he's Thanos. I'm like, that's not the same
really,
thing.
right?
There's a difference of
Additive
scale.
restorative powers do not kill people.
He
Only
literally
bring
has
people back
control
to
of
life,
reality. There's
therefore
literally
he
nothing this man
he
can't
can
do.
instantly kill people. That's not the same thing.
All right. We will continue this discussion in the next
He
episode. We cover
transforms
this.
kids.
Carefully.
Before you go, Chad,
Tread lightly. Let's go.
remember a year ago, during the Serial Mascot Battle Royale, and then the result, I'm Flaming Kitty, by the way, I was the one who showed that feat of Tony the Tiger, like, kicking a soccer ball to the moon.
Oh, I know, and you're so proud of it. You've tweeted so many times, and every time, I know.
What
I
is
know.
he cooking?
1 year later, I just wanted to come out and publicly apologize for that. I did not expect that to change the vote. I just wanted to show
And
up.
it shouldn't have. And it
Yeah,
shouldn't
I'm
have.
so sorry.
It's okay.
It's actually not okay. He keeps
I still firmly believe that this would come down to Captain versus Lucky. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. But
This needs to happen eventually.